All right. There's only one game in the casino worth playing. Just going to tell you all about it.
All right, so here's the deal. In my early 20s, I was like, I'm going to get my MBA. Then I was like, no, screw that. I'm going to change the world. So I decided, instead of becoming a master's in business, I'm going to become a master gambler. Obviously, that's what I'm going to do. So today, I'm going to teach you guys the art of counting cards. When I was 27 years old, I won $54,250 at the Bellagio in Las Vegas. 4 hours later, I was in jail. I'm going to tell you a little bit about that. So here's the deal. My obsession in life, and I learned it from my uncle, is strategy. You've got to learn to think differently, and that is my absolute obsession. Here's the deal, right? When everyone wants to go A, in my mind, we should be going B. When the masses are going this way, we should be going, why is that? There's got to be fat in the market. So this guy, Stanford Wong, in the 70s, cracked this code. Using mathematics and strategy, this man broke the code of mathematically beating the game of blackjack, and I'm going to work you through the process and prove, well, I won't prove to you, but show you that it works. So much so that I trained roughly 30 people in the Cincinnati area that we won just a lot of money using $1.5 million bankroll. They featured us in this documentary called Holy Rollers, which is kind of weird. But that being said, here's the deal. The casinos, Horseshoe, they give you this thing called basic strategy. If you want to learn how to play blackjack, you've got to memorize all this chart. And if you do it, they give this to you. It's just enough that you'll consistently lose. Step one, memorize that. Here's our obsession. If you want to get into card counting like I love, you are looking for the big cards. The 10s, the kings, the queens, the aces, etc. Our obsession is think about the big cards. Where are they and how do we find them? Here's how. We assign a value to every card on the table. The dealer's card, your card, the opponent's card, the little ones, 2 through 6, get a -1. The positive are 0, 7, 8, 9, and then a positive 1 at the back end. So this is called a high-low system. Every card gets assigned a value. So when we see 3 through 5, it gets a value. 5, 2, and 3, we're actually counting these cards. And Jack and King, we're tracking where are the big cards in the shoe. Once we get this thing, it's called a running count. Running count then gets divided into the decks remaining. Simple math, guys. So if your running count is 3, and there's 3 decks left to be played, we come up with this thing called a true count. Right, in business, you're thinking, where's my opportunity? You're assessing a market, same thing with blackjack. We want to go Wu-Tang on things. This is the best and most undervalued band of all time. So, what that means is this. We now know mathematically what our percentage odd of winning is. So we get out our cash, we start making decisions. Bonsai. A lot of people think they can count. A lot of people think they can expert things. We say slow down, practice. Perfect the art of gambling, and you can actually make a ton of money doing it. First step, you need money. It takes money to get money. You will look like a drug dealer if you become a professional blackjack player. I've been stopped by the Detroit police. That was so uncomfortable with $100K in my pocket. So you've got to convince people you know what you're doing, and if you know what you're doing, you need a financial plan. Even in gambling, we have to have audits and internal CFO's procedures to make sure you don't go bankrupt. So if you're interested in starting gambling, know this, have a good system. But when it comes to the casino, is it a legal thing? A wise man once said, gambling, counting cards is not illegal, it's just frowned upon. Like, how's it go? Right, doing certain activities on an airplane. It is not illegal, but it is frowned upon. So that means in the casinos, when they realize that you know how to play this game, they will kick you out. It's a private institution, and they actually don't like it when you win. I know this because what they do is a phrase called backed off. And I've been backed off of every casino in this country except for Horseshoe. Do you know why? Because I'm going to get arrested as soon as I go in there, I promise you. But here's the deal, right? I'm obsessed with strategy. I hope you are too, and whatever you care about. Sherlock Holmes. Love this dude. Master of psychology. So in this industry, if you're ever looking for a new profession, prepare to get dressed up. We hide, we move. We're always looking for the opportunities and trying to keep away from the people who are going to arrest us. I was arrested, though. I got caught by the wind. They put me in jail. But all things being considered, I paid $200, and it was a good experience. So, my friends, this is what I say to you. If you're an entrepreneur, if you're into something fun, if you just want to go gamble, strategize, go hit up the horseshoe, and do what we say in the blackjack industry, bring down the house. So my name is Mark Treas. Thanks a lot, guys.
Nicely done, sir.